Hi, I'm Annapolis Mayor Josh Cohen with your weekly video update for Thursday, June 17th, 2010. And in this update I want to talk about two things. One is the theft from City Hall and the other is economic development. With the theft from City Hall, I held a news conference on Tuesday with Chief Mike Pristoop of the Police Department and Tim Elliott from the Finance Department. The investigation is ongoing. The Finance Department, immediately upon discovering the theft, notified the Police Department. They had an investigator on the case. They've been conducting interviews. Even though there's no suspect at this time, the investigation is actively ongoing. And earlier today, the City Council held a special closed session so the alderpersons could be briefed by Chief Pristoop as well as Mr. Elliott and ask questions because the alderpersons naturally are very concerned, as we all are, about how the theft happened. In terms of the protocols and controls that are in place at the Finance Department, last week Tim Elliott already instituted stricter controls and protocols in terms of how the money bag is handled, how and when the vault is locked, when it's unlocked, to prevent something like this from happening again, where the money bag was just left open in the vault to the best of our knowledge and someone walked in and took it. Now, moving forward, I'm going to be bringing in an outside person to provide a thorough, in-depth review of the city's entire cash handling procedures, from the moment a cashier receives a check or cash to the time it's deposited in the bank. Because we cannot afford to let anything like this from happening again. And even though I'm confident that Tim Elliott is taking the right course of action to correct the mistakes, I want to make doubly sure that nothing like this happens again and that the city's procedures are everything they need to be to safeguard taxpayer dollars. I'll be making another announcement about that soon as the details of that become finalized. Changing gears for a moment to talk about economic development. Also at the work session this afternoon, the City Council reviewed the legislation I've introduced to create a new public-private economic development corporation. Economic development is one of my top priorities. I've always said that once we get through the budget, that is going to be my top focus, and it is. And one of the recommendations of my transition team was that the city should de-link the economic development function so that it will no longer be an agency of the city government, but that it will be a separate public-private corporation. And doing that will have a couple benefits. One, it will let the economic development arm have a little more independence and be more flexible and be able to be more nimble and respond more quickly because it's not subject to the political direction of the city. And in addition, the experience in a lot of other communities is that the Economic Development Corporation has more credibility with the business community because it is at arm's length from whoever the mayor is and the city council is. And so the business community is more willing to invest their time and resources into it because it is at arm's length from the political pressures at City Hall. Having said that, I still believe that the city government has a fundamental responsibility to make sure we are providing economic development assistance in the city. So this public-private corporation is not a way to relinquish that responsibility. It's a way to make sure we are providing that service in the most effective way possible. The public hearing on that bill is coming up this Monday, June 21st. And if all goes well and as planned, the City Council will vote to approve the legislation next month in July. Those are the updates for this week. As always, you can reach me at 410-263-7997. You can email mayor@annapolis.gov, and you can visit my blog, mayorcohen.com, and leave a comment. Thank you for watching.